Motorola is finally ready to reveal every detail about its first ever book-style foldable, and it's happening on March 2nd at MWC 2026. After weeks of silence and half-confirmed specs, the Motorola Razr Fold is moving past the preview stage, and that timing? Not random at all. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. March 2nd is when Mobile World Congress 2026 kicks off in Barcelona, a global stage where brands either blend in or make a statement. Motorola choosing that moment to fully unveil the Razr Fold tells you one thing: they believe this phone can stand toe-to-toe with the best. And yes, that includes the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7. Now here's why this matters. Motorola already teased the Razr Fold back in early January, but they held back a lot. We got design shots, a few headline specs, and some flashy marketing, but not the full picture. No confirmed battery size, no charging speeds, no official dimensions, not even full resolution details for both screens. That left many potential buyers in limbo. If you were considering a Galaxy Z Fold 7, you might have paused, because on paper, the Razr Fold already sounds competitive, maybe even aggressive. Let's talk about what we actually know. The Razr Fold features an 8.1-inch 2K LTPO primary display. That's firmly in large foldable territory. It also has a 6.6-inch cover screen, meaning you're getting a usable outer display, not just something cramped for notifications. Camera setup? Surprisingly ambitious. There's a 50-megapixel main camera using a Sony Lydia sensor, then a 50-megapixel ultra-wide that doubles as a macro lens, and yes, a 50-megapixel 3x periscope telephoto lens. That's three 50-megapixel sensors in a foldable. On top of that, you get a 32-megapixel external selfie camera and a 20-megapixel internal camera. That's not mid-tier hardware, that's flagship-level imaging. Motorola is also adding Moto Pen Ultra stylus support, something productivity-focused users will immediately notice. Foldables naturally lend themselves to note-taking and multitasking, and stylus support pushes the Razr Fold further into that power user category. Then there are the color options: Pantone Blackened Blue and Pantone Lily White, clean, premium finishes that make it feel less experimental and more refined. But here's the bigger strategic play. Instead of hosting a flashy standalone event like most brands do now, Motorola is going old school. They're unveiling this device in the middle of MWC, surrounded by every other major and minor tech company. That's either risky or incredibly confident, because if your product isn't strong enough, it gets lost in the noise. If it is strong enough, it dominates the conversation. Motorola seems to believe the Razr Fold can do the latter. Now, the big unanswered question is price. Historically, Motorola undercuts Samsung in foldables. The Razr clamshell models consistently cost less than the Galaxy Z Flip series. If Motorola applies the same strategy here, the Razr Fold could come in noticeably cheaper than the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And that's where things get interesting. If specs are comparable and price is lower, a lot of buyers might jump ship. Samsung's foldables have dominated largely because they've had limited serious competition. But if Motorola delivers similar hardware at a better price, the balance shifts. There's also timing pressure. Motorola confirmed March 2nd is just the full reveal, not the actual release date. The phone isn't going on sale that day, and that's a critical detail. If availability drags too long, Motorola could run into another problem: the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. Samsung is expected to launch its next-generation foldables in roughly 5 months. If the Razr Fold launches too late, it won't just compete with the Z Fold 7, it'll suddenly be compared against a newer, improved successor. That window is tight. So, Motorola has two levers to pull: speed and price. Launch quickly, price aggressively, and let the specs speak for themselves. Personally, this feels like Motorola's most serious attempt yet to challenge Samsung in the premium foldable space. The hardware sounds ambitious, the camera setup is bold, stylus support adds versatility, and revealing everything at MWC signals they're not afraid of direct comparison. Now we wait for the missing pieces: battery size, charging speeds, dimensions, weight, and most importantly, the final price tag. March 2nd is when we'll see whether the Razr Fold is just another alternative or the first real disruptor in the book-style foldable market. If Motorola gets this right, 2026 could finally be the year Samsung's foldable dominance faces real pressure. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.